gather round people wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changin'. Shoo! Mike's Music Method. Gah! Welcome. Come on in, everybody. I'm on a Dylan kick because of that film, A Complete Unknown. I got like 12 other Dylan songs I've done that are all getting a lot of action because of the movie and your guys' requests, so we're on a Dylan kick today. Now, I know my intro, I took some liberty with the capo, but what we do here at Mike's Music Method, if you're new, I'm bringing you these tabs to the best. I listen, I put headphones on, I get the most stupid, tedious, nuanced detail of what Dylan's doing, and I try to bring you Dylan and only Dylan. And those tabs are free to download at mikesmusicmethod.com. Believe it or not, go snag a free tab. The timestamps are all down below. We're going to breeze through. This song's really easy. It's a flat pick tune. It's only going to take us like 5 minutes. If you know your cowboy chords and you can strum a little bit, it's going to be a piece of cake for you. Feel free to jump ahead if it's too easy. But after we run through it, these first 5 to 7 minutes, then we'll talk about singing and playing together. And I'll give you all my pointers and how to, not only how to do it like Dylan's doing it, but then to kind of let go of the tab and to trust your intuition on how to strum these chords and how to also, you should really be messing with the capo. When I do it without the capo, I gotta shout the darn thing. So I brought it up and sung it an octave lower. So mess around with that, but more on that later. At the very end of the video, our slow run through. So after we talk about singing and playing it, we'll do some slow play-alongs together that you can practice with me and get better at the song. That's it. Without further ado, Bob Dylan's, what's the song called? The Times They Are A-Changin'. Measure 1, a G chord, but note that Dylan plays his G chord with the double 3rd fret. So we got pinky on 3, ring on 3, open, 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 2, 3. We start off the song, and this is basically the pattern, the entire tune. Down, 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 up. That's going to be the bulk of our strumming. So I got down, 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 up, and the song is in 3/4. So 1, 2, 3, and measure 2 is the same. Measure 3 is just busier. It's all down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Quick note on how to hold your pick. I'm holding it so loose. If you were in this room with me, you could just take that right out of my hand. A common mistake is to grip this thing too darn tight. Whew, it doesn't sound pretty. Now, if you want it to be aggressive like Dylan, but still have it tight, but if you do want it to be a little kind of zestier, you can still hold it loose, but just attack closer to the bridge. And you get more of that trebly sound that Dylan gets, right? You see him early on, and he's got his arm way over here and strumming it like that. We keep going. We got the G chord again. He starts the verse, come gather around. Let me go to an E minor. Just fret that how you want. I have the habit of doing it this way. But if you're coming from the G, if it's easier to do it like that, with your pointer and middle on the E minor, that's fair. And we just have down, 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 up to a normal C. You can do the big C if you want. What I refer to as the big C is it's a normal C, but I bring the ring finger up to the ceiling. The pinky replaces it. Now I can hit all 6 strings. Down, 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 up. Or just play it as a normal C. Back to the G. Down, down, down. These are all just downs, down, down, down. Back to the E minor. And that's a down, 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 up. Now, when we talk about singing it a little later in the video, you're just going to intuit all this stuff, right? I wrote down exactly what Dylan did in the first verse, but it's only to give you a bunch of different ideas. Then it's up to you when you want to play sparse, when you want to do more upbeats in your strumming, and we'll talk about that later. But just make note, you don't have to memorize exactly which measures have the down, 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 up versus all straight down. So let's keep going through the tab, and then we'll put it all together and sing it in a minute. Where I measure 11 is just a C chord. It's down, 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 up. D. He does an open string cheat here. And this I definitely wrote in because you guys just embrace this. Even the great players out there will sometimes cheat and lift a chord a moment early to get to the next one. So it's a move that happens all the time. It doesn't mean you can't play the changes quick enough. You're just breathing. So that last up strum, it's all open. But when the song is up to tempo, it just sounds like a cool percussive effect. It doesn't sound out of tune. So we have down, 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 up, and then right back to the G chord. And that's all downs, measure 14. You notice a little variation there. Down, down, up, down, back to the C. G again. I'll keep going, but you get the idea. More G in 17, 18, 19, 20. We go to a normal A minor, and it's just out of nowhere. We get this one A minor. Down, down, up, down, up. So there's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Back to the D. And here in measure 20, 2, 3, 4, we see the C9 chord. So from that D, you're just going to keep that ring finger anchored there on that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And I'm going to move my other ones to the C chord. I'm going to play it like that. Beautiful C add 9. And that we're going to strum down, down, up, down, up. From there in measure 25, it's a G chord, but we have the B in the bass, and he simply descends that 3 down to a 2. And I'm not holding down the 2nd fret on the D string, so it's just going to be 2nd fret on the 5th string, open, open, and I still have that 3 there. And it's down, up, down, down, up. So here we have in 1 and, which we haven't seen yet. 1 and 2, 3 and. So remember, coming from that C, got this shape, moving, getting rid of my middle finger, and my pointer finger is going towards the ceiling to the 2nd fret. So one more time from the C, add 9, 3. Sorry, it's in 3, 4. I always count to 4. So 2, 3. (26) Back to the D. Go to a G, and that one is 1, 2, and 3, and down, down, up, down, up. Then into a G, down, 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 up. Here in 28, we see another open string cheat, down, down, where you hear it open, then right into the D. Just a busy D, down, down, up, down, up. You can open string cheat it there as well. Again, feel free to embrace that open string cheat until your hands get quicker. But even then, even the greats, like I said, they still incorporate it in there. So 30, we had that G, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, to an E minor, down, 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 up, normal C, back to the G, a busier one, down, down, up, down, up. We do that 4 times, and that is the entire tune. Chiku. Mike's music method is possible through the value for value model. That means if you're here, still here in this video, getting value from it, please give some back. Just support what, you gotta support what you want more of in the world. So if you're getting value, please, that's it. I ask for support. All the info is at mikesmusicmethod.com under the donate tab. Let's keep going with the song. Playing and singing. So my pointers here are to just go slow and be nice to yourself. So if you're not awesome at strumming, first thing you can do is get my ebook, Strum It Like a Cowboy. That'll help you out. Links down below. The second thing you can do is just do all down strums and get used to singing the thing real easy, real simple. Don't overdo it, and give your brain the space and processing power to focus on just the chord changes and the vocal phrasing, right? So let's try this from the top. If this were me, this Dylan, I kind of have to shout this song. It's high, but I'd lower the key. But we're gonna do it in standard. It's how Dylan does it. So let's go from the top here. We'll just do down strums. 1, 2, 3 for now. Come gather around, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, kind of random A minor, then you'd better start weird sea swimming, or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changin'. All down strums, fairly boring, right? But as you get better at that, then you might want to vary it up. And I would practice, just pick one pattern, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Can you play through the entire tune on that? Then try down, down, up, down, 1, 2, and 3. Can you sing through the whole tune on that? Then maybe try 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. And what you're doing is you're training your brain to still be able to sing perfectly, right? You want to almost disassociate your strumming hand from your singing. So you want to develop the ability to play these different rhythms on your guitar at ease, so you have the freedom of singing it. And start that simple. Then eventually you're just going to develop an intuition to vary up the strum pattern. And you're going to notice, hopefully quickly, that it really doesn't matter. It all kind of sounds cool, and more important than anything is your tone and your confidence in what you're doing. So as long as you're staying on time and your tone is good and you're, whether you're forceful or soft, as long as you're very intentional, and it doesn't matter how you're varying the rhythm. And you can let it follow the vocal, where maybe sometimes you're going to do a lot more strums on a lyric that you like more, that you think is more intense. Maybe there's a whole entire verse where you're going to do it a little more sparse to give variety to the kind of repetition of the song. So those are my notes, right? And you don't want to overthink it. In fact, you should underthink it and just start real simple, strumming it 3 different ways, singing it, and then hopefully just naturally you're going to get to the point where you can kind of vary all that stuff and just be able to nail it. Now, what I didn't do here, I did not tab out the vocal melody, but man, this is like my #1 tip for people who want to sing better, is try your hardest to tab out the vocal melody on your guitar. That way you're going to learn every note, because I'm guessing you're probably only assuming like, oh, I know the first note and I kind of get to the end of the measure, but did you hit every syllable on the exact right note, and are you confident of the pitch on all those different syllables? So much to be learned from that exercise. I've done it to other songs. I have like a melody kind of series here, folk and melodies. So check that out. If anyone wants me to do it for this song, just comment down below. That's it, short and sweet. Let's get to the slow run-throughs. Slow runs. We're just going to do the whole thing from measure 1 all the way through, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Slow run with the vocal in there because I know it's easy to get lost without the vocal. 1, 2, 3. Come gather round people wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept that soon we'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, you better go swimming or sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changin'. Right back into the next verse. And yeah, I'm sure there are some harmonica parts where Dylan might be playing a longer or a shorter section after the verse, but it's Dylan, he does whatever he wants, so kind of use your feel there to, you can run through the whole progression again, hang out on G, and then go into the next verse. If you don't have a harmonica, you probably don't want an extended instrumental thing. But that's it. What Dylan song next? Let me know. Comment down below. The last thing I wanted to say here is don't do what I did. Don't spend 15 years like blowing out your voice and sounding bad being a purist. And what I mean by that is please change the key of the song. There's this much benefit. This much. A real big fat zero. Zero benefit of playing it in the same key as Bob Dylan. And the chances are only 1 in 12 that that's the best key for you to sing it in. For example, take one of the moments where the song goes high. It's that, is your time worth you? If your time to you is worth saving. I kind of have to holler that. You know, maybe if I was really warmed up, I'd be able to get to it. But it doesn't sound good when I do it. When Dylan cuts through with that pitch, it sounds awesome. But I'm not Bob Dylan. So my approach, I haven't spent a lot of time, but for the intro, I was like, I want it to go lower. It's hard to go lower when you're already here without changing the chords. I mean, you could do that quite easily, right? Transpose it and play it in C. But it's less thought to just try with your capo for a while. So I know going up might seem counterintuitive, but if I put it on the 5th fret and I sing an octave lower, come gather round people wherever you roam. So it would be higher, but I'm taking that now higher pitch, and by singing it an octave lower, it's not too low because I raised it up, right? If I just did the normal position and sang an octave lower, it'd be ridiculous. It would be so low for me and not have a lot of energy. So I raise it and sing it lower. Come gather round people wherever you roam. Now that one line, if your time to you is worth saving. Maybe it doesn't have the same punch, you know. Did I go too low? You know, now I'm getting a little weird, like if I try 7. But the whole point I'm making here is please experiment. I've got a video on how to transpose songs if you get into this pickle where like, this is my perfect key, but now I'm capoed on the 7th or 9th fret. You can transpose the song, and it's not that hard to do once you get in the habit of it. So I have a video, you can just search, like, I think the video is called I'll throw it up here, actually. It's an old video. I look like a young little boy in it, but the information's still great. But it's all good. Now I'm like rugged and handsome. Oh yeah. I'm married, ladies. Calm down. I'm a married man. Take it easy over there.